Well, not invented, that's weird because interviews already existed before I came up with them. I came up with an experimental poetry form of interview. It started with, I was interviewing James Franco, who's an actor, and I wanted to do it a bit more interestingly than just a basic interview. So I asked if I would send him a poem, so an interview question in the form of a poem, and then he'd email me back an answer in the form of a poem. So we did that for a while, so we did that, and then a load of other poets got interested, like Luke Bright and Ross Sutherland, so it's a big sort of collaboration now. So there's loads of poets I send a different interview question to, and they respond with an interview answer, all in the form of poetry. So I thought, me and Zach thought we'd try this out with 3 questions, 3 answers. So that's the format we're doing today. So I do the questions always, and then Zach will do the answer. There is a point just off the continental shelf where you live in fear of reaching crush depth. Whether pelagic or oceanic, cursed or fresher, the fear weighs as much as midnight and freezing. But surface, all 0.1 second of bioluminescence brings life to the lungs again. How do you learn to breathe when the air is sparse and weighted?
Asthma. Breathe in, tuck nothing. Boots drag me down, away. Saw down ships and plane wrecks, ingenious stinkers, painters, doctors, lovers, greater things than I, crushed and dinosaur. I heard monsters turn heads to my singular thoughts. I felt them wading in, so I drank the whole damn thing. I found I was not on the sea floor, I was raised high on the bloated corpses of blue whales and bull sharks. 50 rows of razors safe to run your fingers over. Mermaids clutching your throats and Neptune himself howling and dead. And I was sick, and the entire ocean fell in my mouth.
Question 2. If somebody listens in, somebody booking or scripting, I've always seen myself as a face. There's a beauty in creating your own downfall and calling it Montreal, calling it sharpshooter, calling it treachery. Expectations are heartbreak, kid. Somebody has to blunt their bones, watching the clock turn hill, and your career is just what happens when you write the first draft of your notice. You can wrestle with your shadows in the projection room, in the dead of the night. Nobody cares about the ladders, or the steel diamonds, or the interlocked cage. They only recall the stab in the back, and the hours spent counting cat's eyes for 50 miles, and the possibility that this all, every second of it, might be your own creation, and the whole damn thing might be fake. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as not knowing my elbow from a crane's neck. I want to be remembered in the underground. I want to be remembered as that poet motherfucker always screaming, always spitting his words downtown. I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered by my pets. I want to be remembered as sane. I want to be remembered in Richmond, Falmouth, Wales, and LA. I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as good. I want to be good. Good God, I want to be good. I want to be remembered like my grandpa. I want to be remembered as real, like when people say keep it real. I want to be remembered like chorus lines are. I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as having retired the term best friend. I want to be remembered by the trail of dead butterflies. I want to be remembered for every evil thing I've done. I want to be remembered in my niece's eyes. I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as good at sports but indifferent to them. I want to be remembered as vague. I want to be remembered but I've never met an elephant. I want to be remembered as vague.
Question 3. The Bulldogs sought exit while I sought treason from Uranus, dipping into the Oberth effect, hurl up and out of this country, more than the sum of its name, more than the curse of kinetic politics, winter on the edge, cancel Titan, cancel Delta, cancel the next 300 days. I am an event horizon, free solar massive worth. I exceed the Tolman, Oppenheimer, Volkov limit and drag a lifetime's worth of hospital x-rays with me. Either 13.7 billion light years or 13 Alex Chiltons, walking home from school, knee-high in the red field, 1989. We'd be stable if we could just find our own value, yet I exceed the Chandrasekhar limit. I'm ready to explode. What pushes you to the limit?
Something embedded or floating or by some means present, phosphorescent in its Hymerian shade, a bouquet of hands, 2 young and flower-coated, one of which was contorted in the shape of a dog's head, the other held its middle finger high, the dog's mouth barked. silently. Two were old, one was held in a weak fist, the skin draped thinly so the white of the bone scowled through, and the other claw. Palm up, not down, indicating despair, not wrath. Two were Asian and delicate, a valley of a heart line, but shinier than the others. One of them had two fingers twisted for luck, the other held a shallow pool of tears. They pushed me, and they dragged me until I could go up and down and farther, no further. Limits end, north of no north, and beyond I saw the death god glittering, loud and somniferous drones, and the hands unfurled and I saw them plainly, hands of my sister, hands of my father, hands of my mother, and they held me while the delicate hands covered my ears.
Thank you.